have climbed highest mountain, I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. What is going on, guys? I hope you enjoyed that little demo of me playing. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. This has been arranged by me for very easy guitar. So the rhythm parts, if you just want to do a simple strumming version and sing along, maybe at some point when you have kind of a family gathering or a barbecue or something, to keep it in the key of the original, so you could play along to the recording as well, we'd need a capo at the 4th fret, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'd be playing just the A major chord, which we have a few options with. A very common one is 3 in a line like this. I encourage this version because of the other 2 chords that occur in this song, which are the D major and the E major. And then, if we play them in this fashion, we can keep the first finger down between all 3 of those. For most of this song, we're actually staying on the A chord though, so you have an option here, and it can be quite difficult for some people to fit their fingers sort of in this fret, particularly when we're using a capo, because the frets get closer together. So this 3 in a line can become a really good option at this point. And the verse would stay on the A chord, go briefly to the D major, and then return to the A major. It's only when the chorus happens that we even have the E chord at all. So it's really important to keep in mind. Most of this song requires just the change between the A and the D, but it is a quicker change in the chorus between the E, D and the A chords. We'll be working through that in this video. We'll also be working through the little melody part, and also how I'm using the delay. To do that intro demonstration, I used a flashback TC electronic delay pedal and a ditto looper, which I will put on the screen now. These were my settings of the delay to be able to use this. I have a video on how to get that U2 kind of sound, which I will link to just here, but let's learn these easy chords and get playing together with a simple strumming version first of all. So we will begin on the A major chord, and the only important thing is we've got the capo at 4th fret, or capo as it's otherwise known as, and then we need our fingers proportionate to that capo, which would be here visually at the 6th fret. And then strumming wise, we're really trying to replicate the famous bass line, the bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. We're trying to replicate that rhythmically. To start with, if you just want to do a simple strumming version, we're just going to go for the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is ample to do a simple strumming version of this song with the lyrics and chords that I link to in the description here of this video. But it would be really fantastic if we could mimic that bass a little bit more by doing this. And that is down, 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 or down, up, down, 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 or down, up. Now that first up strum is a lot quicker than the second one, and this is a little unusual to the other songs that we might be working through with the rest of my courses or anything like that, but go with it. Go with what that bass line sounds like. That is my biggest tip to nailing this strumming pattern, way more than the downs and ups. It's about the rhythm. It's about the rhythm that we're going for, that 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's what it's about, okay? So this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. That's the rhythm that we're going for. I've got my thumb over the top on the A major chord, and for the D as well, so that just in case I play it, you know, just in case I catch that string, it doesn't sound out and ruin my chord, because we don't want that thickest string ringing out on the A or the D, but it's fine if it rings out on the E, because it's part of that chord. Let's have a little play and sing through first of all. We're going to change to the D chord when we say the lyrics, only to be with you, okay? So, and it's actually on the word be. Only to be with you. And then we'd come back, only to be with you. So essentially, we stay on the A chord, and we're strumming our A chord lots and lots, until we hear, only to be with you. We change to the D, and then, only to be with you is back to the A. So it's like only to D with you, only to A with you would be one way to remember that chord sequence. Let's have a play through from the top. I've got confidence in you. You can do this. From the A chord, in, 2, 3, 4. If you can go for that strumming, then great. Up, down, up. If not, just keep on the beat. 1, 2, 3. Just keep on that and stay on that A chord. I have climbed highest mountains, I have run, here we go, ready, through the fields, only to be with you. Back to the A chord, only to be with you. And that's what we need to do for the verse. Keep that A major ringing out with me now. Let's do that first verse again. I have climbed the highest mountains, I have run through the fields, D, only to be with you, only to be with you, and pause there. So that's all that's happening, and anytime that you're not on a chorus, that's all we're doing. We have 2 lines, and then we change chord on that 3rd line. The second verse, it would become these city walls. So it's on city walls that we change, and then return into only to be with you. Have a listen, have a play along if you can. Second verse, I have run, I have crawled. A chord, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to reduce it down to the beat, just for those that want to sing along as well. Let's get it on the beat first. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, 2, 3, these city walls, only to be with you. A little bit different that one, so let's do it one more time, just in case. I have run, I have crawled, from the A chord, 1, 2, 3. I have run, I have crawled, 2, 3. I have scaled these city walls. Here we go. These city walls, only to be with you. And then we have the chorus. But at one strum of each chord would be E chord, but I still, to a D chord, haven't found what I'm looking for, is back to the A. That one more time, one strum, play along with me. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay, with strumming on the beat from the E chord, it's 1 bar of each, and then stay on the A chord after that. 1, 2, 3. But I still, 2, 3, haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay? That happens every time. When you're hearing that chorus come around, sometimes it will be repeated, but I still haven't found. Every time, just that same thing. Rock and roll. It doesn't matter what the lyrics are after that. It's that same pattern. We have a verse pattern with the chord sequence, or same chord progression, we call it. We have the A chord, 4 bars. We go to D for 2, back to A for 2. That's through every verse. Chorus is always, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So have a playthrough from the top. If we can do the first 2 verses and the chorus, you've got it. You've got it. You just need to keep going after that. Practice playing along to the record, play along with me, having a sing yourself, and you will get it. Let's go from the top though, and make sure we've got those verses, the verse to the chorus. That's where the game's won and lost. Get that? You've got it nailed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. A major. Up, down, down, down. Here we go. I have climbed highest mountain. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, these city walls, only to be with you. Here we go for the chorus. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Do that on the beat this time. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay, especially through the verses. I have kissed honey lips. You know, just go on the beat if you need to. It's a real tip that I would say if you want to play and sing at the same time. Make the verses just on the beat, and then add bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 in between when you're not singing, on those spaces between when he's singing, and it should really work out fine, and you'll maybe start doing the correct strumming pattern naturally. It really can fall together like that. The lead line that we were playing. Essentially, we're playing one note out of the A chord, which is actually what would be an A note if we didn't have a capo. It's actually a C sharp note. But this would be, just a note out of the A chord. But just keep that one finger down. You don't need all of them down because we're not going to play them. But we need to pick 3rd string to 1st string. And we do that with a down motion and an up motion, and keeping the wrist as close to the guitar, preferably even sat on the thicker strings as possible, but leave a bit of space here. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. We have that pattern, 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be 3rd string 1st, 3rd 1st, 3rd 1st, 3rd 1st, 3rd. And when we add that delay with the U2 sound, even on acoustic, it really adds, the sound of the recording. We can do that on electric exactly the same. I'm just demoing it on acoustic here because there are a lot of beginner acoustic guitarists on this channel, and I want to inspire you to, have a play with some delay pedals, go for these little easy kind of just 2 notes of a lead line basically. And often it is the rhythm and just being able to pick out those single strings, and these things are doable. Let me layer up the track the same way that I did in the intro now, so you can see absolutely everything that I did in that demo, so perhaps you could recreate it yourself. It's a lot of fun. The way I use the looper pedal, so what I would normally do is press record and then play the rhythm part. Like that. I will press it again, because if that red light's on, we're recording, and now that green light's on, now I can play what I want. So what you would normally do is play the lead line over that. But what that would mean is I basically can't play the song because I'd be stuck on one chord because we've just got one loop playing. So what I did, which is more difficult, let me make sure I've cleared that loop, is do the lead line first and record the lead line. So I've actually got to now count 1, 2, 3, 4, click on beat 1, play my riff how I know the rhythm goes, and then stop it on again the when beat 1 would happen again. So for example, you know, press 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, press. That's what I'm going to do. And even if I don't start and end the riff at the exact time, it will work, it will carry over forward. Let me demo that. So I will count in my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we get that, and we think 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, ba-dum bum. Then I have a loop that I can then play over for the rest of the song and strum away as we've done already. One thing we can also do is add some sus4s and sus2s in, particularly for the A chord. If we keep the demo on, this will sound very U2. That's how we got on to me doing the different part at the end of my demo where we had, let me record again. So we got the chord there as well. And now as long as that red light's not on, I can now play over this A chord with whatever works in A, you know. Essentially, the A major scale. That's thinking of a melody, and often what the Edge does isn't play a melody, he'll just play 2 notes out of the chord that's happening. You could even play one of his other signature riffs over this one, because they are quite similar. That's all I'm going to demo for today, but let me know your other questions about a demo pedal, what else you'd like to see from this Andy Guitar channel, and I hope to see you again. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and yeah, I will see you in another video. Bye for now.